Om Shri Satnam Sakshi, Jai Shri Krishna. Satsang Varkha, Book 7. Compilation of Satsang Discourses of Param Pujya Sadguru Swami Shanti Prakash Ji Maharaj. Discourse 8. The light of millions of sunshine together, millions of moons together, millions of lamps lit together can illuminate the darkness outside, but it cannot dispel the darkness of ignorance within. Only knowledge of the self can dispel the darkness within. This knowledge is obtained from the Guru. Saints and the Shastras believe that God and all the pilgrimages are within us. Where there is a king, there has to be a minister, courtiers, and his people. Similarly, the king is within us. That is, God is within us. The senses are all courtiers. This topic is discussed in brief in our scriptures. If we know the king, then to know everyone else is much easier. To meet God is easier than to understand and recognize him. Guru Maharaj Ji said, once a king expressed his desire to go to the forest. He asked his minister to come along with him. They decided to go in ordinary clothes so that people do not recognize them. Thus they could move around freely. They reached a nearby village in the afternoon and stopped there to take a bath in the pond. They were hungry and exhausted, so the king asked the minister to arrange for some food. The minister suggested that they sit there and wait for someone to come from the village. Then he shall request the person to buy some food for them. They waited there for an hour, but they didn't see anyone. The king couldn't starve anymore, therefore he decided that they should go and fetch food for themselves. But the minister said, Maharaj Ji, we are not ordinary people, so it is not appropriate for us to go and fetch for food. The king replied that anyway we are dressed as ordinary people, no one will recognize us. But the minister replied, Maharaj, you know that you are a king, and I know that I am a minister. Hence, it is not appropriate for us to go to the market to buy food. Citing this example, Guru Maharaj Ji said, similarly, when we know our true self, we will not wander or live our lives in misery. Mamai vansho jiva loke jiva bhutah sanatana. God is our Father and we are His children. But we all are so foolish. Due to ignorance, we fail to recognize the truth and look for our identity in the outer world. Association with saints guides us to the path of knowing our true self. Guru Maharaj Ji narrated a story. Once upon a time, a lioness gave birth to a cub who accidentally got lost in a tribe of goats. The cub grew up with the goats and hence thought he was a goat. He behaved like them. Even the goats were not afraid of him. One day a lion saw the cub and said to him, Look at yourself in the river. You are a lion and not a goat. The cub saw his reflection in the water and realized his true form and roared. All the goats around him ran away. Until he believed he was a goat, he lived and behaved like them. But as soon as he realized his true form, that he is a lion, he changed, and then he couldn't live like the goats. Guru Maharaj Ji said, we also keep wandering in this world until we realize our true self. A saint or a guru can lead us to the path of Satchid Anand, that means truth, consciousness, and bliss. When we also roar, Aham Brahmasmi, meaning I am Brahma, the absolute truth, we shall attain salvation. Boliye Satguru Dev Bhagwan ki Jai.